Hello, I'm Brad McDonald. Today we're going to be discussing the MVP disc. Now, a disc is what goes along with the sport we call disc golfing. A lot like regular golfing, besides you use a disc, of course, throw it at the chains, and count the strokes until you make it into the basket. Now, there's three main things that I really like about this disc. Those three things are first, its texture, second, its flight pattern, and third, its durability. So, I've been discing now for about 3 to 4 years, and there's no disc that I'd rather use than the MVP. And the first thing I'd like to talk about with this MVP is its texture. Three things that go into its texture that I can really consider and really like about it are its grip, its stiffness, and the hard edges that surround the disc. First of all, for its grip, it has a nice little finger length panel down here, so you can get a nice firm grip on the disc and release it straight down that pathway. Secondly, it's nice and stiff. It doesn't have a lot of wobble to it. So therefore, when you throw it, when it's first released, it's not going to start to wobble and veer off to either the right or left. It's going to get a nice steady flow down the path. And then lastly, it has these hard edges that's going to give it a defined curve. Whichever way that you end up releasing the disc is the way it's going to fly. Now that we talked a little about the curves of the disc, I'd like to go into the flight patterns about it. First of all, if you just release it nice and steady, just straight down, it's going to be straight as a bullet, go right down the path. Secondly, it has a natural right curve in it. So if you give it a regular throw, just give it a little touch, it's going to go right around the corner. And then lastly, it has what we call an S curve, in which you veer it down to the left like this. If you let go like that, it's going to start off going to the left, level out, and then come back to the right, which is a very hard throw to get down, but once you do, it's very useful. So we talked about how this disc can go straight, it can have a nice little natural right curve, or it can have what we call an S curve, which is just left, level out, back to the right. So now that we talked about the texture and the flight pattern about this disc, I'd like to get into the durability. Previously, I talked about how it has the hard edges. That has a lot to do with its durability. You can release this disc and hit whatever you're going to hit on a course, whether it be a tree, the ground, whatever you end up hitting, maybe even a rock. It's going to bounce off and just be just fine. Whereas other discs, such as one like this, nothing as a Nova, I actually like the disc, but you can hit as little as one tree and the disc could be bent and warped. So I know it's a lot of information to jam in about just one certain disc, but I hope you guys appreciate it and would try out this disc at some time. It's a really nice one, and thanks for watching.